All right, so multiplying decimals. Rules that we need to remember or follow when we're multiplying decimals. Unlike adding and subtracting decimals, we do not line up the decimal points. We line up the numbers to the far right. After multiplying, count the number of place values behind the decimal point. Move your decimal point in your answer starting at the far right. And when I get to the examples, I'll show you what I mean. So if I had my first example as 0.8 or 8 tenths times 6, 6 times 8 is 48. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to loop this here, and I'm going to think that's one time or one number past the decimal. So I need to come down here, start at the far right, loop my decimal point in one place, so my answer is 4.8. Going on to our next example, I have 15 thousandths times 15. Now I'm putting the one with more numbers on top, so you can do it whichever way you want, but I would choose to make sure that I do the least amount of multiplying possible. 5 times 5 is 25. 5, 7, 5, 1. I don't need to worry about the 0 there. Multiplying is just going to give me a 0. So 5, 7, 12. So now I come up here, 1, 2, 3. So I actually have 3 places behind my decimal point. So I come down in my answer, 1, 2, 3, and my final answer ends up being 225 thousandths. Third example, 1 and 9 hundredths times 5 and 4 tenths. So this is one of those where we're not lining up the decimal at all. We're making sure we just line up our numbers. So then I come up here, 1, 2. Now I actually have to remember this one down here, which is so 2 and 1 is 3. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 886 thousandths. And the last one, I have 25 and 94 hundredths times 7 hundredths. Now this time the decimal points actually line up, which is fine. We can still work like this. So 7 times 4 is 28, 63, 41, 14, 18. And I don't need to worry about going to the next line and multiplying my 0 because I'm just going to get zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 and 8,158 ten thousandths. And that's just your quick multiplying decimal notes.